The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke from Portland, Oregon. Happy to have you with us here in the home of the Trailblazers. And, of course, Dwight Howard, trying to find a way to overcome what he brought to this team.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps him right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help him long term.
Well, we'll see. Because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Murray in at the point. Here's Murray. He dishes it to Leonard. Turner with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one had to stop him.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
That's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Damian Lillard. Good work defensively by Turner.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
That sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. That's good. Turner's got his first points of the game.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. Plays it in off the breakaway. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Portland.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Last game for the Spurs, they want to turn it around after the loss to Golden State.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Here's Murray, following the score by Damian Lillard. Valanciunas dishes to Murray. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Just 5 on the clock. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Trailblazers leading by 12. McCollum with the ball. Now Green defending. And stolen by Aldridge. And now running it up the court. Green pick up that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And they get it back. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And again, San Antonio running the court in. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's McCollum. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Here's Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And with the block. Pass to Vonleh. And that one's good.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Minnesota.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome. The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Turner against Leonard. Shots good by Turner.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here's Mills. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Aldridge with a screen on Lillard. Mills passes to Leonard. They get it again. No good from Valanciunas.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Cannot hit. Aldridge with some nice D. Spurs trail by 11. Nobody near Leonard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
And here's McCollum for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But, hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Mills can't hit. Portland leading by 7. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Nurkic. Reese Harkless comes in for Noah Vonleh. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Richardson in for C.J. McCollum. Rejected by Gasol. Gay outside. Takes a 3. That's tipped. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard misses. Spurs trail by 7. Fires for 3. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down. No matter how good the D is.
Lillard dishes to Harkless. No good with the layup.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Mills passes to Lee. A minute 50 left to play here in the first. Shot's good by Gay.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Barnes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the drought. There's a foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs trail by 5. Kicks it to Clark. Screen by Lee. Clark dishes to Mills. Misses the 3.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
And there's the pass to Harkless. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already. He can't afford another.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. It goes on Ed Davis. For San Antonio, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Now here's Barnes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. No luck. Good D by Lee.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Gay outside, takes the three. Good. Gay's got 7 points in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Trailblazers out in front, leading by a point. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there at Pau Gasol, and it's Murray in at the 1.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Down low. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
McCollum, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there. Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Murray. He's guarded by Davis. And Aldridge slams it in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. An easy layup after coming off the pitch. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Ed Davis. And Turner subbed in for Richardson. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Spurs. And that one's good by Aldridge.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Barnes. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nurkic setting the pick for Barnes. This is to Nurkic. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Screen by Nurkic. Leonard against Barnes. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Off the screen. Buries the jump shot. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Murray. Tries again. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Six to shoot. Nurkic a screen on Green. And the basket by McCollum.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Murray. He feeds it to Aldridge. A three from Leonard. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And that's 23 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's McCollum. 14 points for him, and that one's good.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Outside, Green passes it to Valanciunas. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Green kicks to Leonard. The dish now to Valanciunas. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harkless comes in for Vonleh, and Lillard subbed in for Barnes. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Leonard. Clark, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for D.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter, Greg. And they're really cooking now. Actually cooking with gas. And you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
Now here's Harkless. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
There's Gay outside. Shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum passes to Turner. Lillard with it. Now Valanciunas defending. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Clark. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Clark's got his first basket.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud for your Believe answers.
San Antonio on defense. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. That's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Ed Davis is checked in for Portland. And Mills kicks to Lee. Screen by Valanciunas. The feed to Mills. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Pop. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Lee gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Davis sets a screen. Now here's Harkless, covered by Lee. And here is Harkless. Good D by Lee.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Lillard outside. Harkless with the screen for Lillard. He kicks it to Harkless. And it's good off the back rim and in. Harkless has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Gasol. Great D that time from Davis.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Mills with the steal.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Lillard attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 15 points.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And we finished one half of basketball.
Well, Pop, a solid half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 23 points, 4 steals, and 1 block. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the opposite.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report. As
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get under. And it's been a close one so far.
Leonard has been playing really well. He has 23 points and 4 steals.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Turner is out there with Vonleh. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Clock at 6. The teardrop falls in. McCollum's got 18 points in the game.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Green passes to Murray. And Valanciunas kicks to Murray. Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Aldridge. Another one falls for San Antonio.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Lillard. Rebound, San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The Spurs have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And it's Turner off the drive. Feeds to McCollum. Turner against Leonard. Pass to McCollum. Pulls it up. And it comes off the front of the rim. Spurs leading by 11. And the call will be against team. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Vonleh setting the pick for McCollum. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. The shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
McCollum, no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. The jump hook and off the front iron, and in it goes. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and field.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard attacking. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Leonard. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, he threw out some punishment. With that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. And they get it. Portland, no good that time either.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Leonard, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count that one. 20 points for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Now Murray. He dishes it to Leonard. Screen by Valanciunas. Leonard kicks to Valanciunas. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Here's Barnes. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Damian Lillard third.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Lillard. 15 points in the game. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Down low. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Green. Green's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
A three from McCollum. That's good. McCollum's got 23 points.
First three of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in scoring, 3rd in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy destined to bring the bacon home for your squad.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Vonleh setting the pick for Lillard. And he slams that one
down. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Richardson, he's checked in for Lillard. Lee outside. Here's Gasol. Can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Richardson with it. Vonleh dishes to Barnes. Again, the Trailblazers score.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
To the middle. Here's Gay. And again, unable to change momentum here. Trailblazers trail by 8. Davis setting the pick for McCollum. He with the block. But they get it back. Barnes against Gay. Barnes can't get it to go.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Well, a good game tonight from Gay here. He has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Vonleh. And timeout called. Terry Stotts has had enough.
Here we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
And Portland has possession. It's a 10-point game. Davis, and he slams it one-handed.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Barnes against Gay. Back to Gasol. Feeds away. And he gets it to go.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Here's McCollum. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And stolen by Barnes. Here's Harkless. Sinks that one from the post. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Gay against Barnes. Gay outside, just 4 to shoot. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by McCollum. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Barnes can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 4. Gay passes to Mills. Kicks to Clark for 3. And that one's good. Clark's got 5 points so far.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Harkless with the screen from McCollum. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Clark kicks to Gay, and Davis sends it back. They retain possession. Mills dishes to Gasol. Drains the 19-footer. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Gay against Barnes. Inside, Harkless the pass to Davis. He with the block. They get it back. Davis kicks to McCollum. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. McCollum's got 11 here in this quarter alone. The Spurs shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. There's the pick. And here's Mills for 3. Here's Gay, and he goes in for the dunk.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got... A nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts. Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Hit by Lee. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot's good by Mills.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Lillard. On the floor for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the 1. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Nurkic. And San Antonio shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. Lillard against Green. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Nurkic. Off the pick. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's 31 points for C.J. McCollum. Spurs leading by 8. The pass to Mills. Dishes it to Aldridge. To the inside. Valanciunas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He's got 8 points and 3 blocks. What a force he's been in the paint.
And he's gotten himself into the air, Clark, so often blocking shots and getting rebounds.
He's checked in for Patty Mills. And Lillard kicks to Turner. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Murray dishes to Valanciunas. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Screen by Valanciunas. He got right to the cup using that screen. And that's 36 points for Leonard.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
On the wing, Turner. He's covered by Leonard. Conley setting the pick for Turner. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. One-on-one fast break. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Leonard's got 38 points.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Now a timeout called by Portland. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Green against Lillard. To the paint. Conley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Vonleh.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Murray, the pass to Green. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. But they recover it. Leonard, open and close, and nails it. Leonard's got 42 in the game.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Lillard attacking, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Lillard has been playing really well. 19 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Here's Aldridge. And it's Portland with the rebound. Vonleh's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lillard with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And the basket by Lillard.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his shot. He didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead. Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Green kicks to Murray. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Aldridge, no luck.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Screen by Nurkic. Lillard attacking near the three-point line. It's McCollum. Portland, no good that time either.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Green. No luck. Trailblazers trail by 14. Uncovered. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Murray, covered by Lillard. Murray dishes to Aldridge. Down low from 12 feet out. Valanciunas, good. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And Turner kicks to McCollum. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Six on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and he gets it to go. 24 points for Damian Lillard.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Murray, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Aldridge. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Leonard attacking. That is good. Leonard's got 46 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Aldridge a screen. Aldridge with a screen on Lillard. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. Shot's good. Leonard's got 49 points in the game.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Screen by Nurkic. Out to the right wing. Lillard with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Murray kicks to Aldridge. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand. The most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Mills. Leonard with a screen on Lillard. And Mills kicks to Leonard. To the inside. Valanciunas. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
Poke loose. Nurkic a screen on Leonard. High arcing shot, and there's the nice layup by Barnes.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth, and Leonard gets it to go.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're in front by 15. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Leonard. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Passes it to Lee. Hoffman, Turner covering. The dish to Harkless. Puts up the baby hook. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
That's good from Harkless.
From Portland, Mo Harkless. At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Anderson. Here's Bertinis. Can't connect. And so it's San Antonio.
Well, and Marcus, this is certainly
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of Kawhi Leonard. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.